Welcome to Cape Town. Morenbach here is in the mother city to actually cover the Cape Town leg of the Sevens. It's going to be quite a journey. So obviously we finished off last week with South Africa finishing the Dubai leg on top. Some interesting games. Obviously USA and Fiji, top players in last season, really not able to get off their feet properly. They were both 7th and 8th, and they just actually affected their whole season with the start. So both of them are going to look to actually really recover hard here, and that's going to be fascinating to see. What makes it even harder for the home team is the fact that both Fiji and USA have been booked into their Pool A grounds. Those games kicking off on Saturday, but South Africa does start their games on their first game on the Friday at 8 o'clock at night with a beautiful game against Japan. Almost like a nice little World Cup mouthwater, in my opinion. It's going to be beautiful. Pool B is very interesting with New Zealand, Argentina, Canada and Wales all, I think, fighting out for this one. It's nice to see New Zealand, Canada fighting out again. Obviously the women's side sticking in the final last week, and then the New Zealand team reaching the final will want to continue that momentum into this tournament. South Africa does have a little bit of a trademark of not being able to make it into finals twice in a row, so it'll be interesting to see if other teams can capitalize. England, another outstanding performer with France and Spain and Scotland in Pool C, will really be interesting. I think they're going to be a team to watch for sure, but I definitely think Scotland will have a little bit of a vengeance moment, and I like them in the Sevens. They're not always perform, but when they do, they can bring one hell of a game. Spain, definitely an outlier, but could be fun to watch. They have a very flair style to their game, almost Spanish soccer in rugby form, very outstandingly entertaining. Samoa, Australia and Ireland make up the last pool. That's going to be very fascinating. Australia and Samoa always can bring a game that nobody expects in every tournament. Last tournament, making it to the semis from one of the rare moments for Samoa, outperforming their Pacific Island cousins Fiji in that tournament, and I'd love to see them do it again this time. So I'm hoping Samoa can bring that. Australia, always surprise, and I think they're going to be a fascinating watch this time. On the women's side, it's also going to be really, really interesting with them starting tomorrow morning early and really bringing it up that. I've got a feeling that New Zealand are the favorites here, but Canada and the Australian team also are ones to watch. So the South African women's team is also performing here, which they couldn't perform in last week's Dubai, which will be great to see them give a little bit of home flair, and I hope the home crowd is behind them. But yes, guys, that's kind of how the the Cape Town Sevens.
Sorry, guys.
Yes, so that's, guys, how the Cape Town Sevens is shaping up. It's going to be very interesting to see how this all plays out. And yes, please follow my channel to see all the updates and news. I'll be bringing out a video every day to kind of give updates and highlights of that day with footage from the games. So yeah, enjoy, and let's enjoy this Cape Town Sevens. Cheers, guys.